So we're training push today, and we are coming up on 3 weeks out. Today is Tuesday, so 2 more days and we'll be 3 weeks out. I am into the nitty gritty of this both mentally and physically right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Jordan actually recently got into like full-blown prep too, so he's gotten a lot more structured with his days. So, you know, some days it doesn't line us up for us to train together, and up until this point it's kind of been getting it done by myself, or, you know, just vibing with whoever's in the gym. But, you know, I'm at the point now where I have to call in some backup for the solo training session. So called in the old man for some moral support today. So really looking forward to training with him. You know, like I said, I'm going on 26 weeks, and you know, I've said this before in videos, I'm very much so getting it done on discipline at this point. You know, I'm worn out, but you know, good things come when you finish strong. So that's what we're gonna do, is finish strong.
All right, here we go, man.
Normally, wouldn't start with the fly, I'd start with the press, but at the point that we're at this close, I'm not growing. You know, training very much so is just an exercise and caloric expenditure, you know, burning calories. You know, that being said, I am, you know, A, chasing a pump, and then B, trying to train as smart as possible. So, you know, starting with an exercise to pre-exhaust my chest a little, you know, keep my triceps fresh for, you know, pressing later in the workout. And I train triceps today too, it's push. And then, you know, go to my pressing movements with my chest full of blood and completely warm. So, you know, just at this point, you know, really is the name of the game, is just, you know, staying smart, staying injury-free, you know, staying moving, like I said, just burning calories while I'm training and preserving as much tissue as possible. So that's never really been an issue, preserving tissue. That rhymes.
Stimulation, not annihilation. Good, man. Here it is, feel it.
That's a split. I can stick my finger like an inch into it. Grain train.
His look like 2 of mine, but you can still put your finger in mine. We are at the stage, I should say he's at the stage now, where he's running on fumes. You know, it's been a very, very long year, and just a few weeks to go, coming down to the final chapter. Takes a hell of a lot of willpower, man. Good. There it is. All right, come on. Drive. Good. Good, man. Two. One more.
Go. Take it out. Yep. There you go.
270 or less?
230, please. One down. can say this because I'm not far off from it at this point, but I'm about to get a set of those magnetic reader glasses and slap into my workout cart. Dude, I've noticed.
I need them.
You need them, but I've noticed my eyes in like the last 2 years.
That's just him going cross-eyed from the low blood sugar on the diet.
Well, growing up, I had like 2015.
Oh yeah.
And now it's not good. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Did you say don't help?
Until it stops moving.
Got it. Good. And one. Okay, ready? Go, come on. Drive. Good. Excellent. All right, here we go.
Yep. Come on. Go. Yep, big out, big out. Go. That's you, that's you, that's you. Yes, sir. That is probably one of the bigger differences that I've noticed in our training styles is with the spots, he'll start spotting. Like when I'm almost tuckered, and you heard me say last set, don't touch until it stops moving. And that very much so comes from me training, progressive overload, logging everything. I don't want anyone stealing my reps. But at this point, what he's doing and spotting me that way is what I need to be doing. I don't need to be like running myself into the wall. Just need to be taking the sets there.
Old school ways just to keep it moving slowly, right? So your partner is there to help you to complete the rep. There's something to be said for pumping the weight, and especially at this point, this close to the show. Obviously, rather than getting caught up too much in forced rep.
Absolutely, no. It's been like a forced experiment the last 10 weeks because of the multiple shows, and as lean as I am, I haven't been able to train the way that I typically train. And Ben and I are kind of laughing about it, but I kind of feel like I was growing there for a while.
You'd be surprised.
Backing off and
well, and
not hammering every set to kingdom come.
You're exposing your muscles to a different type of stress as well. And it's just, you get more blood into the muscle that way. So my inner 30-year-old wants to jump right onto this right here, but I'm going to do one warm-up set. Good, Hunter. Good, good. 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 That's got it, baby. Good. Good. Nice. Holy smokes, that was brutal. Time to go back down to the play weights. What's very similar about this particular piece of our training today is that it reminds me of what I used to do in the old day, which is after a warm-up, I would go to the maximum training weight, get as many reps as I could on that, and then strip weight off. You know, it's a high-intensity technique, you know, so you want to fatigue the muscle as fast as possible with the heaviest weight possible.
Just piggybacking off of what he said, you know, if you're taking your sets to true failure and, you know, hitting the rep range that I think you should be aiming for, which is, you know, that 8 to 12 range, if you hit true failure on that 8 to 12 range, you're not going to be able to use the same weight or even more weight and stay in that 8 to 12 range. You either pussy-footed the first set or you let your form go on the second set or something, but you shouldn't physically be capable of it.
100%.
For your back off sets, like where do you go from that top working set? You know, putting a percentage on it, in my experience, 15 to 20% reductions, really, really good jumping off point to keep you in that 8 to 12 rep range as you work down in the weight.
Spot on. All right, let's go. Good, Hunter, come on. Good. Keep it moving. Good. Good job, man. I think one of the mistakes that people make is that they do a lot of light, non-result producing sets. Emphasis non-result producing sets. As they climb, they pyramid up, which is a really old-fashioned way of structuring your program on a particular exercise. You know, so again, I really like going to the heaviest weight, you know, and then just repping out and tiring the muscle as much as possible, stripping it, letting your partner go or catch your breath, whichever comes first, and then get going on the next set.
You know, something that is lost on a lot of people, but not the people that do it for a long time, is, you know, all sets are wear and tear on the body. You know, you want to do this for 10 or 15 years, the difference between doing 6 to 8 effective working sets a week or, you know, 15 to 20 trash sets a week, it's going to add up over a decade, or 2 decades, or 3 decades, or 4 decades. So, you know, minimizing the junk volume is actually going to keep you in the gym longer too, increase your longevity.
Been doing this since I was 16 years old, and I'm 63 now. So it's like he said, you got to be really smart with the wear and tear on your bodies, and especially the wear and tear on the joints. You know, one of the things that I find is that a lot of the young bodybuilders will push through pain in their joints. I think that's a mistake. You're going to have muscular pain, you're going to have fatigue and aching in the muscle as you're training, if you're doing it right, and as you're approaching failure, you know, and sure, you push through that, but you never force your body through pain in a joint. You find a different exercise. Come on, man. Let's go. See, to me, well, he's catching his breath. See, to me, that's a perfect completion of sets on a particular exercise. You know, he got to the very last set, and he's just leaving it all there. You know, basically, it's just all out. So by the time that he gets down to the final set, he's a total failure. You know, if you do it that way, it requires very few sets. Good. Keep it moving. One more. Come on. Drive. Good. Let me have it. Okay, now.
Go. Take out.
Okay, let me have it. One more. Let me have it. Okay, good.
So what him and I were just talking about was, you train faster than I remember, and I go, yeah, it's been kind of a forced thing for the last 3 months. You know, like for the last, I'd say 10 weeks at least, I've been, lean enough and low enough energy that, coming in here and trying to beat the logbook every session wasn't doing anything for me. And it got to the point where I was having like really bad anxiety, especially about the leg sessions, 2 days before trying to beat numbers. So, while at the time I was extremely resistant to it, backing off a little bit and training more instinctively and by feel, still taking those, 6 to 8 sets of body part to failure. But, training a little quicker, it's been very beneficial for where I'm at in bodybuilding right now. And that is, pre-contest lean and running on fumes. So
and bigger than ever.
That's true, yeah. So one more here and then we're gonna move on to shoulders. And that will bring our total volume for chest today to 2, 5, 7 sets total.
It's been a very long year, as I mentioned before, the number of competitions that he's done, the amount of time that he has spent in prep. But I will tell you that coming down this home stretch, I was actually surprised today to see how much energy and willpower that he has in this late stage, So those of you that are athletes, imagine the fourth quarter and you're exhausted. Imagine if you're running a marathon, the last 2 miles. If you're running a 400, the last 100 yards. That's what it is, man. I mean, it's just sheer willpower. It's just blood, sweat, and tears at this point.
You want to touch this first?
I should probably start because you're going to go much heavier than I am. Yeah, this is where he leaves me in the dirt when we go to the shoulders. You seen those shoulders? I'm going to slide over to this guy right here just to save us a little time. That's one of the nice things. One of the nice things about being in our gym is that we've got typically 2 or more of everything. So we got this nice overhead hammer shoulder press right next to. Let's go. Good, Hunter. Nice. All right, we're coming down the home stretch. Let's go. Come on, Hunter. Good. Drive.
One more.
One more. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Good. Nice. Nice. Man, this is like one of my favorite exercises for the delts. You know, I did my share, in my time I did my share of dumbbell side laterals, but man, nothing beats this this machine. It's just fantastic. I love the way that you can adjust the force curve with the cams. It's just nice and smooth on your shoulders, you know. Dude, these shoulders have their own zip code.
Well, we made it to like the second to last exercise before he made a dad joke.
He got me on that one.
Come on. Yep.
Good, Hunter. Good. Good, good, good. Come on. Okay. Now, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Drive. Good. That I got to the show, typically I would diminish my rest periods to where it was only long enough to catch my breath. Okay, so you don't want to run out of air. You don't want to create an oxygen deficit during a set that is so great that you haven't canceled it by the time you start the next set. So you gotta allow your body to cancel the oxygen debt. You gotta allow your breathing to stabilize, but your heart could still be going pretty good. You know, and depending on the conditioning that you're in, then that's the time to go ahead and start the next set. So typically I would move a little faster as I got closer to the show. You know, we're moving at a pretty decent clip today, you know, faster than what he normally trains like in the off season, you know, when he's training with heavier weights. I want to point out the fact that he's doing those sets of abs during his rest in between the tricep exercises. You know, it's fairly cardiovascular. You know, so he's breathing at a pretty good rate.